Hello and welcome to Terminal Tuesdays. We're going to be looking at the bash command line here a little bit in Linux. We've played with the command prompt before, changing and manipulating exactly what's displayed in the prompt. And obviously, you can manipulate this in any way you want. One of the things that's nice, that's default on most modern systems, is it does tell you what folder you're in right here at the end of your prompt, which is nice except for when it gets a little long. Let's have a quick look at that. Let's make a directory. We'll make a directory. We'll just call it new dir. I'll move into new dir. I'll make a directory in there. I'll call it films by Chris. I'll move into there. I'll make another directory in there. I'll call it bash scripts info, and I'll move into there. I'm just trying to make long names here. I'll make a directory. I'll call it web page data, and I'll move into there. And I'll make another directory, and I'll call it data log info, and I'll move into there. And as you can see at this point, our command prompt starts all the way almost at the very end of the screen. This is a little annoying sometimes. And as you can see, it's all being taken up by telling us what folder we're in, which is nice to have, but in cases like this, it can be a little annoying. Now, we can go back to how we modified the terminal in the past, the prompt in the past, and completely remove that information and only have something like your username and server, maybe a timestamp. But it is nice to know what folder you're in without having to run pwd all the time to find out. So how can we leave it so that we can know what folder we're in, but not use up as much space? Well, we're going to use a system variable. The system variable is prompt underscore dir trim. So what we're going to do here is we're going to type export, and we're going to reset the value. It's all capital, prompt. Let me actually, just to make it easier for you to read, back out a few directories, because we're running into the exact problem that we're trying to fix here. We'll say export, then the name of the variable, and this is a system variable, so it's all capitals, prompt underscore dir trim. And then we're going to set equal a value. I'm going to set the value equal to 3. And what you can see happens here is that first little folder there, the temp folder, is now just 3 dots. But we still have all the information here. If we move into the subfolder here of web page data, you'll notice that this new dir will now disappear, and we're at films. And we can go one more folder, and you can see basically what we set this 3 here is to only show the 3 directories above the directory we're in here. So if I was to add another directory, I can make another dir. I'll call it test, and I'll move into test. You can see that now all we see is web data, log info, and test. And we don't necessarily see bash scripts info or films by Chris or new dir. And then as we back out, you can see that it's just showing the 3 directories above your current directory. So this is a nice little way to trim things out. Once again, it's export, the system variable, which is all capitals, prompt underscore dir trim, and then equals a number of folders above the one you were in, or actually it's the one you're in and 2 above it, but the number of folders that it shows. So I can say 2. And you can see it trims it down to 2. Or I can say 1, and it only shows the folder I'm in. 3 is a good number, I personally think. But you can play with that number and put in as many as you want. Now, obviously, if I exit out of the terminal right now and come back into a new terminal session, we're going to lose those settings. So this is a command that you can actually throw into, let's say, probably your bash rc file. Your bash rc file is usually in your home directory in many cases. And basically, it's a shell script that's going to run every time you start up bash. So if you throw this in there, anytime you start up a bash session for that user, it will automatically set the value for this variable, the system variable here. So you can do it on a need-to-do basis or have it set like that all the time. So once again, that's export. The variable is prompt underscore dir trim for directory trim, and then the equals the number of directories you want to show in the prompt. So I thank you for watching. Please visit filmsbychris.com. That's Chris with a K. There's links in the description. Please visit those. Visit us on Facebook. There's a link in the description for that as well. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and give us a like. That'd be great. Also, I just hope that you have a great day.